enforcement officer before?
Yes.
And where did you work?
I worked at the Tarpon Springs Police Department for approximately 10 years in the capacity of a patrol officer, then a detective, and finally as a patrol sergeant overseeing nighttime operations at the police department.
Did you have any other law enforcement experience prior to working for Tarpon Springs?
No, I did not.
What's your educational background?
I have a bachelor's degree in English from Washington State University and then a Juris Doctorate in Law from St. Thomas University School of Law.
And are you licensed to work as an attorney?
I am not.
Did the education that you received in law assist you in your career in law enforcement?
Absolutely.
What sort of training did you receive to become a law enforcement officer?
So at the Tarpon Springs Police Department, I had the opportunity to take numerous courses related to death and homicide investigations, crime scene reconstruction, interview and interrogation. I also took numerous courses related to like DUI investigations. I'm a certified breath test operator and a certified police diver.
Did you become involved in the investigation of the murders at 19541 Juanita Way in Tarpon Springs in January 2019?
Yes, I did.
And was that in your capacity as a sworn law enforcement officer for that department?
It was. It was while I was a detective at the police department.
What was your initial role in that investigation?
So my initial role in that investigation was coordinating with the state attorney's office and authoring a search warrant for the residence at 1954 Juanita Way.
When you were on scene, or actually, let me back up a second. Did you go to the scene that first day, January 1st?
Yes, I did. I responded directly to the scene upon being advised of what the patrol officers discovered.
Okay. While you were on scene, did you have occasion to observe a 2010 Hyundai Elantra that was parked near the trailer park community pool area?
Yes, I did.
And why was that vehicle of interest to you in the investigation?
So that vehicle ended up, when it was discovered, we learned it was registered to Jamie Ivancic.
And was that someone that your agency was trying to get a hold of in relation to the investigation at that time?
Yes.
Okay. While you were there, were any photographs taken of that vehicle, to your knowledge?
Yes, there was.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
The record, I'm showing the witness 177 and 178. Please take a look at those two photographs. Do you recognize those photographs?
Yes, I do.
And do they depict the vehicle we were just talking about?
Yes, I do.
Are they fair and accurate depictions of the vehicle as you saw them on that date?
Yes, sir.
This time the state would move to admit 177 and 178 into evidence.
They're admitted.
Was there anything that struck you as unusual about the vehicle when you observed it?
So the vehicle, when it was discovered, the vehicle was locked, but the keys, there was visible keys on the front driver's seat.
Showing 178 now. Are these the keys that you were just mentioning?
Yes, sir.
And they were plainly visible in the middle of that seat to anyone outside the vehicle?
Yes.
And then showing 177 now. Is that as the vehicle appeared more from a distance?
Yes.
So how were you able to determine who the vehicle belonged to, or did someone else do that?
I don't remember exactly who discovered it, but it was, we run the VIN or the tag through our computer system, and it shows the registered owner. So when we did that, it showed that the registered owner was Jamie Ivancic.
Okay. And during that initial investigation, did you also become aware that a different vehicle that belonged to Laura Ivancic was actually missing from the residence?
Yes, we discovered that a 2013 Kia Sorento was missing from the residence.
Did you do anything in an attempt to locate that vehicle?
Yes, so we classified the vehicle as being first as a felony vehicle and then a stolen vehicle within the FCIC NCI database, which essentially what that is a law enforcement database that if any police officer throughout the country runs that tag or the VIN number, it'll alert them that the vehicle has been stolen or used in the commission of a serious felony, like in this case.
Now, after you did that, did you do anything else to continue to assist with the investigation?
Yes.
And what was that?
So the following day, they ended up discovering a Home Depot receipt within the residence. So I was tasked with following up the investigation into that receipt at Home Depot. So I proceeded to the Home Depot in Port Richey and made contact with an asset protection specialist at that store to try to determine whether or not there was surveillance footage of that transaction which the receipt documented.
And so were you able to go to the Home Depot and actually investigate that potential lead?
I was. So on January 2nd at approximately 1 p.m., I made contact with the loss prevention officer at Home Depot. And
Did he give you access to their surveillance system?
yes,
Now, based on the receipt that was found in the residence, did you know the specific date and time of the transaction you were looking for?
yes. So the receipt showed the transaction occurred on December 18th, and the actual transaction was completed at 12:27 p.m.
Did you know what you were looking for at that point other than the person who conducted that transaction?
Well, we were looking for, obviously, the purchase of those items. So the receipt itself, the items that were on the receipt were an Everbuilt painter's cloth, 3 of them. Also, Everbuilt brand deck line, basically rope, and Gorilla brand tape. These were items that were discovered with the bodies inside the residence. So that's why we were following it up so quickly.
Okay. And were you able to identify a person on that surveillance video conducting the purchase of those items at that Home Depot?
Yes.
And were you able to obtain a copy of the surveillance footage that showed that person during their time in the store and conducting that transaction?
I was. So we were able to obtain surveillance footage that showed Shelby Nealy entering the store at approximately 12:05 p.m. He ended up exiting without buying anything at 12:07, and then he re-entered the store at 12:10 p.m. And then at 12:27 p.m., the video showed him approaching the checkout. The painter's cloth was visible on the bottom of the shopping cart. He actually ends up placing on the counter the tape and the rope and ends up completing the purchase.
Did you see how he paid for those items?
He ended up paying for them in cash. So he provided $160 to the cashier. I believe the total dollar amount for the items purchased was $146.33.
And Your Honor, may I approach the witness again?
You may.
I'm now approaching with what's been marked as States 211 for identification. Do you recognize that item?
I do.
And what is it?
It's going to be the surveillance footage from Home Depot.
And is that the footage that you obtained from their surveillance system?
It is.
Okay. And how do you know that it's the same footage?
It has my initial actually on the envelope, and it's the same CD that I obtained.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would move to admit States 211 into evidence in States 211.
It's admitted.
Your Honor, may we publish the
You may
video to the
publish,
jury?
yes.
Thank you. Mr. Lemmon. Now, just to clarify, in case there's any confusion, that video has multiple angles, but does it depict the subject making one single purchase?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't anybody confused as to that. And was the individual making the purchase the same individual who had two small children in the cart?
Yes, it was.
Okay. After you obtained that video, what did you do with it?
Place it into evidence.
Okay. And did you notify the lead detective about it as well?
Yes.